Okay, so yesterday we did 4.5. We were solving our inequalities and graphing them, but all of the work that you had to do was either adding or subtracting in your equations. Today we have to either multiply or divide in our equations. What? So, number 1 says x divided by 5 is less than or equal to -3. Okay, really quick. Can someone remind me, when do I use a closed circle on my graph? Jeffrey?
When it's not equal to, and it just wants it greater than.
When it is equal to, you use a closed circle.
Oh, yeah.
So when your sign has the line at the bottom, like that, that's when you use a closed circle on your graph. Okay, and then you use a open circle on your graph when it's just less than or equal to. Okay, I should have put that in a different color. Christmas. Open circle. Okay? All right, so now let's do number 1. So we have x divided by 5 less than or equal to -3. Okay, what is the opposite of division? Multiplication. So we are going to multiply this by 5 to cancel it out over here. And then we're also multiplying this side by 5. So x is less than or equal to what, Emmett? Good, -15. Negative times a positive stays negative. Okay, so now when we graph this one, draw your line. -15 is going on the bottom. Closed circle or open circle? Closed. And then which way is my line going? To the left or to the right? To the left, correct. Okay. So if you look at this sign, it's kind of an arrow telling us which way the graph is supposed to go.
Wait,
What?
why did it go that way? I thought it was supposed to go this way. This way. No.
It's opening to the right, but it's pointing to the left. How about number 2? 6x is greater than -16. How do we get that x by itself, Loney?
Divide by 6.
Good. X is greater than, what is -18 divided by 6? Sarah? -3. Draw our line. This is -3. Is the circle filled in or open? Mia? Open. Sarah, which way is my arrow going?
Right.
To the right. Because it looks like this alligator is pointing right. It's opening to the left, but it looks like it's pointing right. Okay, you see that blue cloud on your paper? Something very, very important. It says, when multiplying or dividing by a negative, you have to switch the inequality. Because when you divide by a negative, you're dividing by an opposite. Okay? So we're going to switch the way the inequality goes. So for number 3, -1.5n is less than or equal to 6. In order to get that n by itself, we're going to divide by -1.5. Then we also have to divide the other side by -1.5. Okay, so this cancels out and we're left with n. And what is 6 divided by -1.5, Loney?
-4.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Hold on, I typed it wrong. It is -4. Okay, so what I'm saying and what this rule is telling us is that this sign has to be flipped the other direction. It now has to open towards the N and still have the line underneath. So anytime you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to switch the sign to the opposite direction. Only if it's a negative number. Multiplying or dividing by a negative number. Yes. No, because we were dividing by a positive 6. So only if the number at the bottom is negative. Or if whatever number you're multiplying by is negative. Okay, so, I forgot to graph number 3 really quick. Line, -4. Is my circle filled in or open? Filled in. And is it pointing left or right?
Right.
To the right, to the right. All right, number 4. X divided by -3 is greater than -4. So how do I get X by itself, Sarah? We're going to multiply both sides by -3. So X and then -4 times -3 is what, Mia?
-12. So it would be
How about +12?
+12.
Yep.
So it would be X this way.
Less than.
Less than 12.
Good. X is less than 12. Yes, Emmett?
And then it would be an open circle and we go to the left because it switches because we multiply by a negative number.
Love it. 12. Open circle. Going to the left.
What I have to do is basically do all the things and then just switch the sign up again. That's what I did.
And you only have to switch the sign if you're multiplying or dividing by a negative. So not all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you realize that. All right. I'm going to pass out your homework here in a second. I have it on a piece of paper for you. What?
Can I pass it out?
If you want.
Yeah. Because I want to get started.
Okay. And then, so you're solving the equation and then graphing. And turn it in when you are done.